Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Dionysus, and we are here to talk about the Nintendo Switch firmware update to version 9 that has officially come out. Now, here is some of the interesting features that has appeared that you can use from pretty much right now. So there is a search feature for the news channel, which is very useful for me because I get news updates on the news channel from different regions in the world, so it's a bit of an absolute mess there. You can add a display QR code to check in. So checking with your Nintendo account, I guess that has its use. Alarm notifications, so you can check or delete preset alarms. Alarms can be set up only within supported software. The controller firmware may be required to use this feature. I guess that might be useful. You can configure touchscreen sensitivities, which is pretty interesting. But that's also interesting too because a stylus input. So maybe you might get a stylus in the future, like the DS. You never know. So you can add the options to turn on and off the system button input. This is for the Switch Lite only. So when the setting is turned off, the system will no longer receive input from the console buttons with the exception of the capture and home buttons. As it is turned on by default and can be turned off with a compatible controller, which is sold separately. And probably the most interesting um, feature is the online play invites. You can get invites from friends to join online play in supported software that will be displayed in the section. I would say quite a few Nintendo games could be updated for that. So you might get an invite to play Mario Kart or Splatoon or Smash Brothers. So there's a handy feature to have. And of course, one interesting one was resolving an issue where some users couldn't even start Fire Emblem Three Houses game and get an error instead, which is a bit of an issue there. But that's all the main little updates of this firmware update for the Nintendo Switch. A couple little interesting features there, but not really that much to write home about, to be honest. So that is it for me, and I shall see you later on.